Alright, guys, hi. I have finally been able to get back into the game. It is December 9th, and it took me 2.5 hours to get into the game. I started right after I logged out of work because I was able to work from home today, and I was able to, make dinner, eat it. Um, Constantly coming back in this room, you know, seeing if my queue had popped or if I was close. And finally, after 2.5, close to 3 hours, I was finally able to get in. So I'm really excited to continue this journey. Last time I did all of the quests with Kryl and the twins here in Charlian, and now I'm going to pick up the quest from Thancred and see where this takes me. So, again, spoilers if you haven't played uh, Endwalker to where I'm playing, I would highly recommend, turning this video off until you have gotten to this point. But yeah, I don't want to spoil it for you guys, and I don't want anyone to spoil it for me. So, here we go. Thancred is eager to set forth for uh, Thavenar. I have Kryl's instructions in hand. If you are ready to set out, then so are we. Having been to Thavenar before, I can travel by Aetheryte, but what of the rest of you? Another sea voyage would waste time we do not have. Kryl was of the same mind and has already secured the aid of the good folk of Confluence. We'll take ourselves there. Oh. Oh, the Confluence, thou sayest. I'm afraid so, my friend. What's going on with him? Thou wilt recall the hunt for Iceheart. Unto those sanctuary we delivered the owning to the knowledge of our comrade Moonbrita. Okay. Moonbrita was an authority on aetherology, a field of study she did embark upon in pursuit of her parents' example. Both are authorities in their own right, and both are researchers at the Confluence. Oh, we're gonna meet her parents. Haven't you gone to see them yet? Yeah. No. I attempted to do so earlier, but to my shame, my courage failed me at the last. As it hath the many times I thought to reach out to them after sending a fateful letter. Neither time nor introspection have revealed unto me the words I should speak, and thus have I kept my silence. Whether you come with us or no is your choice and yours alone. If it is too difficult, we'll manage. Thou art kind to say so, but I have no intention of forsaking our cause. I shall go to the Confluence, and I shall face that which hath long been overdue. If it's settled, then let us be off. When we arrive, we should look for a researcher named Kit. Alright. Oh, no. This is gonna be kind of strange. Feels kind of weird being in the game. I haven't been able to play this in days. Alright. feel like I've forgotten where everything is. Okay. Alright. So we need to go over here. The confluence. Let's see, I wonder where her parents are. Anyone that looks like them? Or her over here? I don't see anyone that kind of resembles her. Well, now, this is a rather lot of stern faces. Are my library books overdue again? Not to our knowledge. We're associates of Kryl and the students of Baldassian. We seek passage to Thavanir and understand that you can assist us. Oh, she's got the old school earrings, the shadow... Yeah, the Shadowbringers one, I think. Yeah. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. Ah, the test subjects. Welcome. Oh, test subjects. Oh, wonderful. Hey, we're guinea pigs, guys. Test subjects? Oh, you hadn't heard. Well then, allow me to explain. So in order to travel to an Aetheryte, you ordinarily need to be attuned to it beforehand. Yes? Otherwise, you can't use it as a beacon to seek out while you're a mess of aether hurling along in the life stream. Okay? An inconvenient but uncontrovertible limitation of Aetheryte teleportation. But what if I were to tell you that there's a way to travel to an Aetheryte without being attuned to it? A way to teleport instantly to places you've never been. I mean, if it's safe, sign me up. Beam me up. Beam me up, Scotty. For long years, we've labored to make such travel possible that people might move about more freely. And we've finally done it. We've created a new kind of Aetheryte that doesn't require attunement. Truly, that changes everything. Well, my language may have been a bit misleading. The user need not attune to these Aetherites, but the Aetherites themselves must have been pre-attuned to each other, thereby facilitating travel between the 2 points. Ah, okay. Huh. But it just so happens that of our first test pair of Aetherites, one has been installed here in Sharlayan, and the other over in Yedhilmad, a port town in Thavanir. As you may know, our nation has long maintained strong ties with Radsahan, and indeed we owe much of this breakthrough to the contributions of their alchemists. So to sum it up, we're to test these Aetherites. How fortuitous for you. I should mention that an accident has impaired my ability to channel Aether. Will this be a problem? Not at all. As a matter of fact, you might say these Aetherites were made for people like yourself. The Magitex imbued within will whisk you away without any effort on your part. A veritable dream come true, and far be it from me to worry about such things. But do we have permission to make use of the shiny new invention? The only permission required is yours, so assuming you're willing, we're all set. It may come to a surprise, but we actually struggle to find test subjects. Most people seem to have an unreasonable fear of their souls gradually, disintegrating as they drift helplessly into the life stream. In the statistically unlikely event that something goes wrong, but it's plain that you're not most people. Mistress Crowell truly knows how to pick 'em. I don't know about this, guys. If I might change the subject, are Master Wilfsfin and Mistress Blowwitta not present today? Oh, that's her parents, I bet. Oh, you didn't hear? They've recently reassigned their posts. Their expertise was needed elsewhere. A large-scale project helmed by the Forum itself, as I understand, but I'm not privy to the details. I see. Any other questions? No? Then let's get going before you change your minds. Please see to your preparations and head outside to the Aetheryte Plaza. I'll be along shortly. Alrighty. Let's go. I don't think I need anything. My bags are pretty clean. I don't need any repairs. I've got my eggs. I think I'm good. I think I'm good to go.
Right, we're all set.
Okay.
Just the 4 of you, was it?
Mm-hmm.
3. I'm already attuned to the crystal in Thavnir.
Oh, that's right, Estinian. That's right.
You are? Oh, I would have preferred more test subjects.
Lord.
Oh, well, never mind. If our 3 travelers could line up here, please.
This is how we die, isn't it? I'm joking.
Yes, right there is fine. Take a deep breath, and I'll soon have you soaring through the ether.
Alrighty. Okay.
Oh, and one last thing. You might experience a teensy-weensy touch of violent ethereal sickness. Good luck!
Of course. You couldn't have told me that beforehand? Thanks, yeah, and Urianger was just like, really? Well, Estinian's gonna have to baby me because I'm gonna be sick. This is gonna be good then. Okay, we're there. We're at Old Sharlayan. And we're going... Wow. That's a long way. Okay. First time here.
Thavnir, home to city-state Rads at Han. Rising from the southeast waters of the Bounty, this Isle of Plenty served as the battleground for a conflict between 2 peoples. Their cultures bled into one another until a unique amalgamation was distilled from the chaos, in a process not unlike their precious alchemy. Once solidified as a single nation, an adamant stance of neutrality would hold invaders at bay. For a time.
Okay. What are those towers doing, dude?
Now across this vibrant isle creeps a fog of malice. What choice do you have?
I'm gonna be sick.
What chance.
What chance? Oh no. Oh, he's out too. Oh. Estinian's like, oh, why me? Why?
Against such an insidious foe.
Hold me, Estinian, hold me. Thavnir. What is that tower? What are these towers up to? If you're to ask me... Okay, is there anyone voice acting? Oh no. Oh no.
I've seen fairer faces after a bout of bad shellfish. Let me bring you something to drink. That should help settle your bellies.
Oh, he's taking care of me. I love it.
There was a note with Kryle's instructions.
And what did that note say, Thancred?
Don't let Estinian roam the markets alone. He's alarmingly bad with coin.
Are you serious? I thought he would be a tightwad. So he's a spender, is he? That is so funny. Shopping Estinian. Wow. Who knew? Or are we just all better now? You manage to will yourself to your feet, but given your condition, will you be able to reach Estinian in time? I'll just leap. I'll just, you know, dragoon hop on over to him. You know? Where'd he go? Estinian. Did he... Where'd he go? You know what? I'm gonna attune myself here first. Oh, there he is. Did I fail? Oh. There we go. Estinian. Sir. Ooh. Estinian, don't buy it. It doesn't work. You there. I need 3 drinks. Something that helps with aether sickness. By the Mansva, a traveler, greetings and welcome. You are wise, good sir, to come to me. My special Amar, made with only the finest and freshest ingredients. It's famed for calming unruly bellies. By way of a warm welcome to Thavnir, I am pleased to offer it to you for the low price of 19,800 gil. For not 1, not 2, but 3 bottles. A bargain amongst bargains. No, thank you. No. We'll go, grab some grass out from over there and steep it like a tea, okay? The price is high road robbery. And you want to say as much to Estinian, but you realize any words of warning you cry out would be accompanied by your last meal. Well, you must stand before Estinian and using gestures deny that the deal is fair. Oh, okay. Does it have to be in say? No. I thought you could barely stand. What do you need to tell me that's so urgent? Wait, I shouldn't buy the lassie. This merchant is swindling me? Yes, Estinian, yes. Ah! Sincerest apologies, sir, but I appear to have my prices confused. Oh, okay. It's actually 1,890 gil for the 3 bottles of lassie. Huh. That confusion would have been quite costly for both of us. Very well, then. Your coin. Here, a bottle for each of you. Take them to the others and get some rest. You could, like, carry me on over to the others. I'll be back after I've explored the town. Well, don't buy anything, Estinian. Don't buy anything, please. Do I have to drink the bottle? I guess not. Okay. Can I bother someone? Well, do I have to go back to the others so we can all drink together? Is that how this works? Ryanje is not saying anything. Praise be to the 12, my stomach doth loosen its death grip. My heartfelt thanks to thee, Anastinian, and to the fine fruits of this land. You were in time? Excellent. You've spared us to Taru's wrath. Yeah, I guess that's true. Sweet, sweet release. If you haven't already, you should have yours too. Yeah, I guess I should have, huh? Right. I'm ready to get on with it. That lassie truly works wonders. Back on your feet, I see. Thy hair. Did you get... Oh, I love it, Estinian. I've bound it. 'Tis the most I could do against this heat, short of shedding my arm. Oh, man. I mean, I would have preferred if you had shed... Well, you know, whatever. Later. May I ask where you got the cord for it? A local vendor. The man said it's a Thavanir weave, tough and not easily unraveled. And how much did it cost? 9,400 gil. A steal, I was told. It's nothing fancy, but I've always valued function over form. Estinian. For a ponytail holder? Oh, Lord. That's incredible. I dare say not even Alphino could hold a candle to you. Oh, what am I gonna say? It's not uncommon for merchants to set their prices high, but doesn't it seem excessive here? Let's see. Are all Hanshi merchants so unscrupulous? I expect the Azure Dragoon to put up more of a fight. I kind of like that one, but yeah, let's go for that one. I mean, we're both dragoons, and you are the Azure Dragoon. On that subject, I shall refrain from making comment. Yet I cannot help but observe that the merchants seem overzealous in their pursuit for profit. Well, you know. Claiming Thavanir is its dominion, the nation of Raz-at-Han hath long thrived as a hub of commerce. In the beginning, there were the Ekasodar, and Mat-Anja tribe indigenous to this island. Over time, they came to be joined by other races, and through their intermingling, a culture rich and distinct did emerge. For alchemy to textiles, the products of Hanish culture have come to be celebrated and coveted the world over, a development only aided by the nation's prime location as a waypoint betwixt east and west. All of this hath combined to make a trading power of Radishan, yet such a status cannot be taken for granted, nay, it must needs be maintained through judicious governance and stringent regulation. Neither of which I see any evidence, given that merchants at the gateway town are free to fleece hapless travelers and tarnish the reputation of the nation at large. Just so, that opportunistic pricing is rampant doth suggest that oversight is much weakened, or mayhap that the people have fallen upon hard times. Wherever the truth may be, 'twould be prudent to ascertain the current state of affairs. Prudent and practical, aye. We've naught to lose by learning more. So, ere we seek out Kryle's acquaintance, shall we see that or what information we can gather here? Okay. Excellent. We didn't exactly get off to a flying start, but we'll make up for it. Alright. That's funny. Let's see. His stomach behaving once more. Thancred is ready to get to work on low tide. Right, then let's split up and make inquiries in town. Chesna, the pier's yours. Once we have learned what we can, we regroup by the Aetheryte, off-putting though the mere sight of it may be. Alrighty. Okay, so the pier is mine. This is kind of a cool place. I like how colorful everything is. That tower. What in the world is... I can't see the moon either. The sun's out. I don't see the moon. I like the boats. Crate of fruit. The crate is laden with fruits, but they are on the verge of spoiling, as if they have been left too long. The pier. Gazing out from the pier, you spy boats moored off nearby isles, with the silhouettes of larger seafaring vessels further away. Compared to other ports you have visited in the past, there appears to be very little activity. Okay. Let's ask this guy what's up. What am I doing? Oh, recording my cells. Still, do it daily out of habit, though I don't know why I bother. Hardly sell anything these days. Business has never been this terrible. But I suppose things could have been worse. I could have a consortium to keep afloat. I don't envy his position. Better to be alone with my little operation, I've come to realize. You're a traveler by the looks of you. If you have a moment, perhaps you could pay Kalzal a visit. He'd be glad for tidings from abroad. like as not, you'll find him at the Salt Winds Cells, the Harbor Guild building across the water from here. Okay. Who else do I talk to? Oh, there he is. He's on the boat. Well, now, if it isn't a traveler, you're a rare sight in these unsettled times. People have been given us a wide berth since that accursed tower suddenly appeared. If it just stood there and loomed ominously, perhaps things would be fine after a fashion, but no, it had to spawn fell fiends as well. We still have our lives thanks to the radiant host, but business is as good as dead. What'll come of us, only gods know. So the tower is summoning monsters. I see. The Dalmatians aren't coming? But we already have everything they ordered. What are we supposed to do with it? I don't know, but yelling at me isn't going to help. All I know is that their plans have changed, and that's that. Look, you must have known this might have happened. The Empire is at war with itself, and the provinces are in chaos. And then there's the tower sitting on our doorstep, spitting out monstrosities. The city has its defenses, but we've been afforded no protection out here. We can't blame foreigners for not wanting to take the risk. But this will be an enormous loss. All right. Forget about the Dalmatians. Surely some ships are still coming. We have fresh produce, handcrafts, medicines, all the perennial Hannish favorites. Our consortium works closely with the merchants and artisans to supply only the finest wares. Quality is guaranteed. I know all these things, I do. Which is why I regret to say I have nothing for you. All voyages have been cancelled or indefinitely postponed. And you are? Wait, you're a foreigner, are you not? A merchant? Please tell me you're a merchant. No, I'm not. I'm a dragoon. I see. That's a shame. I'm sorry, but we're discussing important matters. If you need something, please talk to one of the others. Excuse me. My name is Matsai, and I'm here to see Kalza. He's right there, dude. He's yelling at the boy. Oh, it seems he's busy. I'll come back later then. If foreign vessels won't come to us, why not use our own to deliver the wares to them? Well, yeah. That's true. What did the elephant dude want? Yes, can I help you? Oh, I remember seeing you back in the guild. You wanted to speak with Kalza too? I'm Matsia, a fisherman to a nearby village. I sell my catch to Kalza, who offers it to foreign merchants, but he hasn't bought anything for a while now. When I heard that the consortium had been struggling, I became worried and decided to come and see him. Just as soon as he's free, anyway. He's a hard-working man, and I dare not disturb him. '81! Woo woo! Alright. If I may ask, what is it that you do? An adventurer, you say? And you travel the world helping people? Then that must mean you are great at dealing with strangers. Please, won't you teach me to be like you? You see, I've brought some fresh fish with me, the portion I couldn't preserve, and I want to sell them. The problem is I'm terrible with people. I've ever only dealt with Kal Zal, and can't talk to customers without getting my trunk in a twist. So please, as silly as it may sound, will you not peddle the fish in my stead and show me how it's done? I'm not much of a sailor either. If you're willing, please let me know, and we can begin at once. The events to follow cannot be skipped. You may wish to cancel any pending Duty Finder registrations. Alright. You'll do it then. Show me how to deal with customers. I'm in your debt. Right, please, try peddling my fish to, shall we say, 3 people here in this place. I will observe you and learn. Alright, he's accompanying me. How do I sell fish? Oh. Fresh fish? High in protein, lean, so you're not going to get fat. I mean, it's very healthy. Fish oils, everybody needs that. Yes. Fish. I got fish here. Fresh fish straight from the sea's bosom to your mouth. Might as well get to the point. I'm sure your bosom fish are very fresh, but this is rather sudden. I don't need any fish right now, so thanks, but no thanks. Crap. I failed. Never mind. It never goes well the first time. I'm sure you'll fare better with the next customer. Alright. Who's next? Crap. Let's try someone else. Where is he? He's over there. Nasreen. A hawker, are you? Do you sell fruit by chance? If so, I want to buy some. Let's say a dozen. They don't need to be export quality. What do you need so many for? Why, for eating, of course. It may seem like a lot, but of late I go through that much in no time at all. I am a stock taker by trade, but with no vessels coming these days, the wares are beginning to pile up. By the same token, nothing is coming in from overseas. But not a day goes by that someone doesn't come asking when the next shipment is arriving for this and that and this and that. All of it wears me down, and I find myself feeling constantly hungry. Are you sure you're actually hungry? You know, when I think of it, I'm not so sure. Rather than hungry, perhaps I've been feeling unfulfilled. and I try to fill the void by gorging on food I like. Do you like fish? Fish? I do like fish, as a matter of fact. Why do you ask? I've got a deal for you. Oh, so you're a fishmonger. Apologies for the misunderstanding. Seeing as you're here, do you happen to have any sardine? They're perfect for a spicy soup. Do you? We certainly do, madam, and if you like it spicy, I also recommend them pickled in oil with a generous amount of chilies. Ugh, sardines. Ugh. Oh, that does sound like a wonderful challenge. I didn't have fish in mind at first, but I dare say I'll enjoy these. Thank you. Got it. You succeed in making a sale. Woot. Okay. Okay, so I got that one. Can he follow me? He's not following me. Okay. Okay, I better get off this then. He can't run as fast as my mount. Gonna have to do this on foot. Okay, let's see if I can get this one right. What is it? If you don't mind, I'm rather busy. Oh god, it's my stomach. Ugh. Aether sickness? No, nothing so unusual. In my hurry to get back to work, I just ate a little too quickly. You should take it easier, eat more slowly, and savor your food. No. With that I could, but I can't afford to be idle. Like as not, circumstances will surely get worse before they get better. And so I'm working as hard as I can while I still can, the better to be prepared. How do you intend to prepare? By stockpiling supplies. For that, I need to earn coins so I can buy food, medicine, what have you. Do you have anything suitable? Yes. Do you have anything suitable? Oh, we do have some dried products too. Thavenir cucumber and puff papaya fish. They're the last of the batch, so if you're interested, you can have them for a discount. Truly? By all means, I'll take them all. There you go. You remembered what I told you earlier, that I preserve what I catch, which serves to show the importance of being attentive. Yes? Thank you so much for your demonstration. It was truly eye-opening experience. Come, let us return to the pier. Alright. Yeah, I didn't know I was a good salesman either. Let's see here. Oh, that's where we want to go. All right. Here we are. Thank you so much for showing me how to talk to customers. You're welcome. You managed to sell to 2 of the 3 people you approached. Adventurers do indeed have great conversational skills. Watching you at work was very enlightening. By applying the lessons I've learned, I hope one day peddle as well as you. Still, there's only so much I can do alone. I hope that things will return to normal. I thought I heard a familiar voice, and who should it be but Matsai? Oh, hey, have you finished your business at the guild? So you were there too? Forgive me, try as I might, I can't find any buyers. With no ships coming in and hardly any going out, there simply aren't any options at this rate. So you can't buy my fish anymore? No. I'm sorry, Matsuya. I truly am, but for now you must peddle your own goods. But by myself, I can't. I want to help you, I do, but as it stands, I can barely help myself. I've poured my all into the consortium, and I'll be damned if I let it fall apart. I have friends and families depending on me, and I won't fail them, the sisters as my witness. Palza. Not to worry. Using what I learned from you, I'm sure I'll manage, somehow. Well, I had best return to my village. My thanks again, and please take care on the road. Yep. Man, these dudes are hurting. Alright. It's kind of a big mount. There we go. Alright, Thancred. What's Justinian gotta say? There you are. Gotten over the aether sickness, have you? Yes, Justinian. Riange? Mayhap owing to the island's small size, the tower impact upon its people, lives doth appear more pronounced here than in Eorzea. Thancred? I see you've been busy. Managed to learn a tidbit or two, I trust? Yeah. I see. We also heard that the tower is affecting many locals' livelihoods, but to think that it would be to such an extent. For another notable, if not wholly unexpected, discovery, disappearances and kidnappings are disturbingly commonplace. As before, the culprits are almost certainly tempered Imperial soldiers. And as before, they mean to use the faith of their hapless thralls to call forth the lunar primal. Business as usual for the Tel'Faroi. House of Divinities. Judging by his furrowed brows, something important has occurred to Estinian. That Matza fellow you were helping, he's Arca Sodarar, is he not? Apparently, 'tis almost exclusively his people that are being kidnapped. Should he be traveling alone? If summoning is this perpetrator's aim, it does stand to reason that he would be primary targets. For 'tis the faith of their ancestors which prevaileth in this land, and many are devout. We'd better go after him. Akiali lies to the west, as I recall, the same direction as Kryle's acquaintance, incidentally. It's settled then. Keep your eyes peeled while we make for the village. Yep. Something tells me you're going to run into a fight. And if we do, I hope I remember my, I hope I remember how to play a dragoon. It's really pretty here. It's kind of fall-ish, you know, with the red leaves. There's a big boy. Where's that tower? Okay. You do not see Matsai nearby, but the elevated ground up ahead may provide better vantage point. Okay. Let's go. Holy. Ah, up there. Okay. You do not see him from here either. No, no, leave me alone. Help! Somebody help! His voice, and it comes from the north. Alright. Let's go. Huh? Where did they go? Why are you here? I see you found him in time. Mm-hmm. You and your friends came to look for me? I don't know how to thank you. On my way home, I took a moment to stop and rest. Think about what to do about, well, everything. And then those men came. Kidnappers. We'd heard that the Arcosura were being targeted. Surely you have as well. Perhaps it's best if you took refuge in the city. We've considered it, me and the others, but fishing is all we know. The ocean is all we have. I see. That's your decision to make, but you should take care not to travel alone. A question, if I may. 'Tis our understanding that strange fiends have emerged from the tower. What canst thou tell us of these beings? Not much, I'm afraid. I have no idea what they are. But we've heard that some bear an unsettling resemblance to our divinities. Of course they do. For that reason, some have taken to call the tower Zot. have I heard Zot before? That seems really familiar in a Final Fantasy game. The Tower of Zot? House of Divinities. In the Old Tongue, it means. But they're not true divinities, they're monstrous imitations that bring only death. To have one's faith so twisted is a grievous indignity, and full justified art thou in thine outrage. Know that 'tis for no other purpose but to neutralize the tower that we have journeyed to this land. In time we may be forced to contend with these false gods, and thus we would learn all that we may about them. Wilt thou not tell us of the divinities, their true nature? You've come all this way to save us? Really? To think I had you peddling fish. But to answer your question, yes, of course, we would gladly tell you about our gods. We, I say, because I'm a terrible storyteller, and I'd ask my fellow villagers to do it. So please come to our village. We're good, gods-fearing folk, all of us, and we'd be honored to share our knowledge. And fish. What sayest thou? Shall we pay visit? Yes. If we're going to learn more about this, we need to. Wonderful. Just follow the road west and down the hill. You can't miss it. Well, aren't you coming with us? Like, you can't go alone, dude. So, 'tis the of Thavnair gods that are being summoned. If any doubt existed before, there can be none now. The kidnapped Hanshi are imprisoned in the tower. I pray that we will be able to save them. Me too. Though indeed, saving them will mean confronting their false gods. Like as not, as you said, we do well to study their religious traditions. Yep. Do it to it. Okay. So we need to follow the road. Oh, hey. Are there other people around here? I don't think there are. Oh, well there's one person. Maybe I can help. Alright. Oh, the AoEs! No! I shouldn't have done that. Wrong button. Not yet. That cooldown hasn't hit yet. Alright, now it has. Let's go. I don't have to keep a gauge up either. Oh, thank goodness. Yay, we did it! Alright. I guess we go this way. Yes. Lancer experience points. Huh. Alright, here's the village. Welcome, my friend. The name means White Beach. And there isn't much here save that, but please make yourself at home. Your companions have already begun talking to everyone. Feel free to show yourself around and do the same. Any one of us can tell you about our gods, but you could do worse than to start with Kanja and whole old Hasveda. They're free at the moment, as it happens. Okay, let's start with them. You wish to know about our gods? What a curious visitor you are. Most want fish. In any case, I'm happy to oblige. Now, I don't know how it is whence you hail, but our isle is home to many gods. They can be divided into two groups. The Mansei, beings of wisdom who assume the forms of men, and the Murga, beings of might who assume the form of beasts. Together, they are divinities. Their forms and personalities may and varied. Some are kind and gentle, others stern and temperamental, just like we mortals can be. All are possessed of great insight and experience, and by heeding their teachings, we strive to be better people. Okay? Estinian's just there gazing aloft. What is Estinian doing? He's not talking to anyone. Interested in learning about our gods, you say? That's what I like to hear. Prick up your ears then and listen. In ancient times, the Man-Usa and the Murga, deities who look like men and beasts respectively, were locked in conflict, eventually seeking the wisdom of the Mantra, and the Murga cast aside their own heads and took up those of their foes. Likewise, the Mantra coveted the might of the Murga, and so they too resolved to trade heads. Thus were born new gods possessed of both might and wisdom, and they ushered in an age of harmony between the two factions. From then on, as a sign of their esteem for one another, the Manya have worn animal faces, and the Murga the limbs of men. Okay. It's weird. Estinian, what are you doing? Mark you that platform out in the water? Some manner of shrine, perhaps. Oh, that? Yeah, it looks like it. Yep. There you are. Learned a thing or two about our gods, I trust. While you were off talking to the others, I remembered something that may be of interest. If you could let your friends know, I'll go fetch it from my home at once. Okay. Apologies for the wait. I wish to show you this hanging scroll which depicts 3 of our most revered deities. By all means, we should like to see it. Oh my god, it's the sisters. They are Mansa. You heard about them already, yes? 3 sisters. Oh my gosh. Gotta take a picture of that. The 3 sisters. The center one is the eldest. Cinderva, the goddess of wisdom. For this, alchemists hold her in the highest. To her right is the middle sister, Sanareva. As the goddess of wealth, she counts many traders among her followers. Okay. And the one to the left is Minerva, the youngest sibling. She presides over the crafts and so is beloved by weavers. Although each is worshipped for different reasons, the sisters are usually portrayed together in these works, which people keep in their homes for good fortune. Yep. In like fashion, to the Mansa, the deities of Eorzea preside over Marad aspects of life, and what of the Murga, if I may ask? The Murga hold power over nature. In ages past, they were revered as guardian deities in times of conflict. If you have occasion to visit our temples and ruins, you'll find their images there. Among them is a god who possesses a Gaja's head, and he is venerated as the progenitor of the Arcasoda. And then there are dragons. They occupy a special place in our history. Yeah. Well, hey, you got me an Astidian, though, we shouldn't really be killing dragons anymore. You worship dragons, too? Astidian perked up. It's said that an ancestor of the, satrap, that's the ruler of the Razahan, forged a covenant with a dragon divinity in ancient times. This divinity has since acted as the guardian deity of the satrap. Legend holds that if ever the satrap is in need, his dragon ally will fly to his aid. Dragon ally. Wasn't that like the very beginning Dragoon? He fought with the dragons, not against the dragons? You claim to be a terrible storyteller, but nothing could be further from the truth. The passion you bear for your faith is plain to hear. I am confident that the information you've given us will serve us well in our efforts to deal with the tower. Oh, that's very kind of you to say. Thank you. I will pray for your success. Right. I believe it's time we sought out Kryle's acquaintance. An alchemist by the name of Nidhana. According to Kryle's notes, we're to find her at a place called the Great Work, further north along the coast. Alright. Let's go. Let's see here. The Great Work. Did you say you're going to see Nidhana? Oh, how I envy you. She's brilliant and beautiful, kind and understanding. And did I say she's beautiful? Oh, someone has a crush. Somebody has a crush. I could stare at her dainty ears and adorable trunk all day. And those eyes, when you meet her, take care you don't drown in them. Oh, this boy right here. That's cute. That's cute. Alright, we got a main place over here. Let's go. Let's hope we don't run into any problems. Any trouble. I didn't see any, like, ether wind currents by the village. I hope there wasn't any. Is that it? Seem to be getting closer and closer to that tower. Oh, Lord. Alright. I guess I'm gonna drop down. Boop. No, I didn't make it. Oh, man. Okay. Gotta get up here. Okay. Alright, let me go to this crystal. Okay. What happened? Why are they dead? Hell, he's not gonna be happy. Oh my gosh, she's not dead, is she? Oh gosh.
What happened here?
I would like to know that too, Estinian. The soldiers, probably.
Their dress marks them as alchemists. I see no evidence of injury or poison.
Really?
Thinkest thou they but slumber?
I believe so. Whether it is by choice is another question entirely.
Oh, we have guests. You must excuse the poor welcome. Long days and longer nights have taken their toll, as you can see.
What? Estinian's like, what's going on with you?
I am Vashan, servant to the satrap. My task was, in fact, to wake these good men and women, if you will allow.
Okay.
People
Wake
of
'em
the
up.
great work, I come bearing new scales.
Scales? We have new scales?
Oh, that's all it took? Jeez. What is going on, dude?
Yes, my friends. Gather round. I have them right here.
Are they dragon scales?
Oh, happy day. Now I can continue my experiment.
What is going on?
Many thanks.
One for me.
Those are dragon scales.
I called it. How am I so good?
Yes, such materials are vital to their most pressing research.
Where did you get them from?
We are fortunate to have them. Our experiments are so close to bearing fruit. Soon we will have a talisman capable of nullifying the etheric emissions from that accursed tower.
Okay.
Did I say something wrong? Are you not here with Varshan? Wait, who are you people? Of course! You're the one Kryl sent. The warrior of light we've been waiting for.
Ah, this is a day of celebration. Praise be to Cinderova!
The winds have shifted. I feel it. The end to our toil is near.
Okay.
I feel it too. My head hasn't been this clear in days.
Tell me, how did you acquire those scales?
Yeah.
Curious that it concerns you so. But worry not. They were freely given by the dragon with whom our satrap has forged a lawful pact.
It's all coming together. This is the dragon that's going to be introduced that becomes part of her party, in which Estinian rides upon the back of in the trailer. This is that dragon.
That is well.
This little boy right here, he reminds me of that little boy on the first that is all, you know, white and got, you know, kind of touched by those light wardens, you know? That's what he kind of reminds me of, like, as far as his features and everything.
You must be quite familiar with Dragonkin, yes?
Dude, don't sneak up on him now. He will skewer you and we'll put you on a barbecue.
Is this their congealed blood I see on your weapon?
Oh my god.
Speaking of dragon blood, you yourself have been infused with it, have you not?
Oh my gosh, this is too funny. Yeah, that Nidhogg thing that happened.
I should like to draw a
I almost got the
file
picture.
also.
Dude, don't you touch him.
See here. Come along, come along. I must insist that you visit our laboratory.
Somebody help him.
So help me.
What's this? What is that he's doing? What?
Oh dear, your poor companion. What with the new scales and your timely arrival, my colleagues are a little giddy with excitement.
A little? He's putting his hands on Estinian.
No harm will come to him, I promise. Meanwhile, shall we find a quiet place to talk?
Is Estinian gonna be okay?
As you may have guessed, I am Nidana, the alchemist who sent the request to your mistress Kryl. We have workshops across the nation collaborating on this research project. But it is here, at the Great Work, where I collate our results.
Okay.
Come with me, all of you, and I can explain the crux of the situation.
Okay. Where's Estinian? Okay. He's been manhandled. Alright. Okay. That was funny. Oh my goodness. Wow. Poor Estinian. I've never seen him so animated, you know, he's always so serious and so, you know. That was good. I really enjoyed that. Allow me to thank you for answering our call. Many towers have appeared around the world, and we are grateful that you would assist us with ours. Though Kryl herself is tied up with another investigation, Chesna is an eminently capable substitute, and we will spare no effort to aid you. So, if I understand correctly, you seek to make talismans that can nullify etheric emissions. Indeed, we do. As you know, the tower emits vast concentrations of ether. One cannot go anywhere near it without being tempered. True. As such, we can only study the tower from afar, and are powerless to deal with it in any consequential way. In order to strike back, the satrap bade us alchemists create enchanted talismans that will allow our soldiers to venture into the tower, even should they lack innate protection. Okay? Could such a thing be possible? Admittedly, we are still in the midst of testing, but we are quite confident. Even prior to this, our people have long pursued countermeasures against the etheric corruption of primals. Of the methods tested to date, those utilizing dragon scales proved the most promising. Owing to their etheric density, the scales are highly resistant to disruptive forces. The mightier the dragon, the greater the resistance. Oh, what's his name? Oh, is Midgar Somer around? Like, I still got him as my little dragon, right? Maybe we should call upon Hrace Velgar. Maybe he could help. We seek to amplify this protective property through our alchemy. Thanks to the skills provided by His Excellency, we have been able to make steady progress with the talisman. They call the dragon His Excellency? Soon we will be ready to conduct a field test, and here is where you and your blessing of light come in. Whatever it is, just leave it to me. What exactly is it that you need me to do? Better than having my blood drawn, I suppose. True, I don't like needles at all. Let's figure out what they want me to do. Nothing complicated, I assure you. We ask only that you serve as an escort. I will explain in greater detail later, but you will be venturing into the tower's field of influence. And so, for your own safety, I would first test how well your blessing shields you. With your permission, of course. It shields me fully. In that case, Urianger and I will find other ways to make ourselves useful. Seeing as you all work to the point of collapse, I suspect you could do with more hands. We would be grateful for any assistance you can provide. Alrighty. If you are ready, then let us put your blessing to proof. If you exit the Great Work, turn south, there will be a hill to the right. I will meet you up at the top. Alright. I'm still worried about Estinian. What's this dude got to say? Good luck with the test. I shall remain here to assist the others. Okay. Suppose. Do we go up here? Oh, there's a door. It's not opening. Must be like a house or something. Alright, there they are. What's this? A drunken Deepa. Okay. I hope you didn't have trouble finding this place or climbing the hill. Not all are accustomed to the physical strain. I give you the fruit of our sweat, tears, and many sleepless night, the drunken Deepa. A Deepa is a lantern presented to the gods as an offering. Taking inspiration from the tradition, we created this device to test the talisman's efficiency. Upon activation, it will move a certain distance before emitting a powerful blast of ether. In lieu of corruption, those lacking sufficient protection will experience severe aether sickness. We should have picked up more bottles. For your test, you will be exposed 4 times. That should be enough to ascertain your blessing's protective capability. Please begin whenever you're ready. I shall be observing from a safe distance. Alright. Commencing etheric exposure testing. Follow it. Try not to fall behind. Okay. It's cute. It's a cute little lantern. Hippity hoppity along. Rendering aether. Please stand by. Or back. Okay, fine. Stand back. Okay, it's preoccupied. Well, come on. Do something. Oh, I do have... Okay, I have got to stand back. Duh. Woo. Is anything happening? You're struck, but suffer no ill effects. Okay. Subject has no irrehensible urge to empty their stomach. Confirmed. Alright. Hopping, hopping, hopping. This place is pretty. You gotta stand back again? No? Oh, okay, fine. And I'm good. Impressive. No irregularities. Confirmed. Resuming test. Reading aether, please stand back. Okay, standing back. Alright, let's go. You are struck by the strongest blast, and you survive. Concluded. Please collect and deliver to... Okay, I gotta collect it. Congratulations on retaining your composure. Alright. Thank you. Ah, you've returned, and not on your knees. A promising sign, but come, let me take the Deepa off your hands. Thank you. I shall replenish its aether for when we test the talisman. So no dizziness or nausea or anything of the sort. You're feeling perfectly fine? Sure am. Then the strength of your blessing is beyond doubt. There is no risk that the tower will corrupt your aether. With this, we can request your aid for the task ahead with easy hearts. What do you want me to do? You want me to go in there and blow it up? You are a capable warrior too, are you not? Would you be amenable to assisting me with another errand? You see, our talisman requires the use of special ink. But we have exhausted our stores of a key ingredient, spirit weed. The herb grows not far from here. Travel alone at our own peril. I gotta escort her. Okay. Let's go get the weed. Alright, let's go. Simply by imagining it, but I feel as though we're being followed. Well, we probably are. Look out, Chesna. What up, bitches? Any others? Guess not. Gave me a fright to think the moment I ventured outside the safety of the work. Thank the sisters I asked you to come with me. You're alright, I hope. Oh, psh, it's nothing. It's nothing. Good, good. Let's continue on then. It isn't far now. Just through these pillars. Alrighty. What in the world is that? That is the weirdest looking thing. Oh, very Final Fantasy to see weird monsters. Alright. And here we are. Kaja's footsteps. Kaja was a great dancer, and those who follow in her, well, you know, they come to this place to train and dedicate their dance to their ancestors. A happy benefit of this is that spirit weed grows here in abundance. I will set about harvesting at once, if you would be so good as to stand guard. The kidnappers aren't like to return soon, but better safe than sorry. Okay. Well, have you found any? Oh, that's pretty.
Yes, that would be Radzat Han. Hardly anyone has been allowed in or out since our troubles with the tower began.
Oh.
The faithful citizens huddle inside the city walls, and commerce has all but ground to a standstill. I pity the satrap, the trials he must be facing.
What can you tell me of the satrap? Do you trust the satrap? Let's do the first one.
Well, he is the most important person in Radzat-Han.
How is he?
Long ago, this island was home to two tribes of Matanga, the Gajasura and the Arkasodra. When the Aura came to these shores, it was the Arkasodra with whom they joined forces. Together they defeated the warlike Gajasura, forcing them to flee Thavnair altogether. Peace and prosperity reigned for a time, until a clan of Hjor from the mainland decided they wanted the island for themselves. It was a direct ancestor of the present satrap who arbitrated that conflict and welded the warring factions into the nation we know today. And ever since, a member of that esteemed lineage has inherited this somewhat unique position. You see, by and large, the state is run by the people. But when problems arise, it is the satrap who mediates a solution.
Okay.
The stability provided by the satrap is what has allowed Radzat-Han to thrive all these years. And it was the satrap himself who entrusted us with this duty. We will not fail him, nor our countrymen.
That's pretty.
What is the delay with the vessel? I told you I need to adjust those ratios.
Is that fan Daniel?
I come all this way to admire one of my splendid towers, and what do I find? Fools attempting to ward off its tempering influence with magic trinkets.
Yup.
I seem to recall a similar experiment in ages past. What was that man's name? Oh, something. Owen? Another body, another time. Who could be expected to remember every trivial detail?
What?
Allowing them to construct such handy talismans would be counterproductive to my plans.
Yeah? What are you gonna do?
And yet, I find myself deathly curious. How will they manage this feat with the limited knowledge and resources at their disposal? Complications be damned, for we cannot escape the nature of our souls. And I, as ever, am my own worst enemy.
What? What are you? Are you chaos? Huh. Owen? Who's that? I have enough spirit weed to last us a good while. Thank you for keeping watch. Let us head back to the great work, shall we? We shall. Ah, there's the dancer. There's no aether currents around here, is there? Don't want to miss any. Not seeing any. No. Chesna, my thanks again for your assistance. With your help, we're that little bit closer to completing our talisman. This isn't much, but please accept it as a token of my gratitude. She's about to send you on another errand. Of course she is. If you will excuse me, I shall return to my work. Ah, you are both back. Excellent. I have a message for you, Mistress Nidhana. It would seem that the stores of Giant's Gall are running low. Oh, guess who gets to do that errand? Me. What? But the last I looked, there was still plenty. I suspect that was before Urianger told everyone about their tempering cure, and Justinian shared his knowledge of dragons. Your peers have since been inspired to fashion a number of new talisman prototypes. So, maybe we should send those two out, since they're the ones that have made them do these things. Let's see. I see. Well, if it leads to new possibilities, then far be it for me to complain, but we will need to replenish our stores. I should be happy to tend to this if you like. Yes, please go. As much as I appreciate the offer, my dear boy, I can't in good conscience send you out there all alone while kidnappers are at large. Chesna, loath though I am to press another task on you so soon, might I ask you to fetch the Giant's Gall? In case you're not familiar, Giant's Gall is a type of ore found on the island. Owing to its hardiness and ethereal conductivity, it has applications in many disciplines, alchemy not least of all. The quarry, where it's found, aptly named Giant's Gall Grounds, isn't far away, so it shouldn't take much of your time. May we impose on you once more? Yeah, I'll do it. Thank you. Upon arriving to the grounds, please seek out a man named Zehun. Don't know. He will furnish you with the ore. Oh good, I don't have to actually go mining. At the very least, permit me to accompany you. It so happens I have an errand of my own that will take me to the outpost nearby. May we borrow a pair of Hamsa, Mistress Nidhana? By all means, do try and be patient with them. Those that survived are still in training. I will bring the Hamsa to the entrance. What's a Hamsa? Is it like a car? A scooter? What is it? Where's Justinian? Where did all these people... Where did he go? Okay, there's the junkmonger. He's not in here, I don't think. I didn't see him in here. No? I don't know where they've taken them. I don't know where Urianger or Justinian are. I hope they're okay. They're not over here either. Oh, they're birds. Can they fly? Here are our Hamsa, Chesna. If the creatures look familiar, it's because they are close kin to your Eorzean dodos. Yes. Hamsa have long been kept as livestock, and many a hatchery may be found here. Alas, the largest of these were recently raised by monsters from the tower. On account of said hatchery being situated near the tower, the Radiant Host proposed its remnants as an outpost. That is where my errand takes me, and your own destination is but a stone's throw away. If you have no objections, let us make for the outpost. Alright, let's go. You ready? Then let us depart. Yes, let's do it. Oh my lord. Oh my goodness. It's not a very comfy ride. They have a wobbling gait. Of course they do. That spectacular formation stretching out over the water is called the sword legend holds was wielded by Mantua before cast down at Conflict's End. Okay. Well, that's interesting. To the left, and no introduction, is the tower. As you can see, it straddles a small aisle. Yes, it does. Oh, Lord. Almost there. Is that it? These poor birds. I mean, the kid doesn't look like it's hurting it, but good grief. And here we are, manned by the Radiant Host. This outpost is our first line of defense against the tower. Well, well, who should it be but young Varshan? On an errand for the satrap? I am. His Excellency bade me come to collect your reports. He also wished to express his heartfelt gratitude to the brave men and women of the Radiant Host for their unflagging dedication. We simply do our duty. But we are honored to receive His Excellency's regard. And yet, for his boundless benevolence, his treatment of one so young could be regarded as callous. Though we have enjoyed relative peace and calm these past few days, this remains the front line of battle, no place for children. Your predecessor, too, often traveled alone. It's been, what, 2 years now since you took over? I wonder how the fellow is faring. Like those before him, he went on to represent the satrap in foreign lands. Wherever he may be, I am certain he is well. As for myself, I assure you that all I do of my own volition, and gladly. I pray you do not think ill of His Excellency. Oh, certainly not, lad. Whatever happens, my faith in the satrap is unwavering, but still I worry for you. We would be overcome with sadness if something were to befall you, for you are as like a little brother to us all. Take care, do you hear? I will, thank you. And who might this be? Not Hanish, by the look of her. Permit me to introduce Chesna of the Eorzean contingent, come to assist in the making of the talisman. From Eorzea, you say? Towers have appeared over there too, yes? Tell me, what is the situation like? May I suggest that you exchange information with our soldiers? Both parties would stand to learn something of value, I believe. Sure. An excellent idea. Given the unprecedented nature of threats, some of ours are understandably anxious. We would be glad for any tidings you can share. You two, bring Varshan and the latest reports, and answer any questions he may have. Oh, I've heard about you. The visitor from Eorzea. Is there anything you can tell us about the Tephoroi? We know that they're the ones behind the tower and that they've declared war on the whole world. But why are they doing this? What is it that they want? This, we don't understand. What? They want to die? And take everyone with them? What madness is this? Well, you can bet that we won't let those bastards have their way. We'll fight them with everything we have, like our Eorzean and Far Eastern brothers. You wish to know about the tower? To be honest, we know little and less about it ourselves. This Tower of Zot, as Voke have been calling it, suddenly appeared where it did on the Isle of Ninier. We're safe from its influence at the distance, but go too far into the water and you'll expose yourself to its corrupting ether. You're a foreigner, aren't you? How are you dealing with the tower in your own homeland? Our struggles are not unique. Then our hopes still lie with the talismans. We must keep the monsters contained until they're ready. Nope. It occurred to me to have yet to properly introduce our company. We are the Radiant Host, a military order under the Satrap's command. Our duty is to preserve peace in the land. We train hard and admit only capable warriors to our ranks. Even so, we struggled to contend with the fiends from the tower. Though we succeeded in striking them down on 2 occasions, they came in force. What of the towers in Eorzea? Do they likewise spawn monsters? So, it's much the same everywhere. With every nation struggling, we cannot expect calls for the outside aid. Finished speaking with the soldiers, have you? I hope it was enlightening for you as it was for them. As a neutral nation and trading hub both, Raz-at-Han ordinarily receives a steady stream of news from abroad. Alas, the stream dried up when trading vessels stopped coming. Amidst the dearth of information, everyone will be grateful for your account. But come, you had best see to your original errand, as mine will keep me here a while longer. However, I'm afraid I cannot guide you to the rest of the way. Worry not, the path is straightforward. You need but follow the road east. Brief though it was, I enjoyed our time together. East. East. Can I go by the coast? Oh, wait, I guess I need to accept it. A boy and his errand. Though the Hamsa appear to want to return home, it reluctantly offers you to its back. Should you become separated? Okay. Yes. Okay. Where to now? Good grief. Gotta go east. Oh, I see it now. It's this little circle. Okay. Oh, oops. Do. Okay. I just dashed off. Hi, this is indeed the Giant Skull Grounds, and I am Zainua. Is there something you require? Yeah, the ore. We need lots of it. Giant Skull for the alchemist, you say? But of course they shall have it. They labor tirelessly to deal with the tower, and 'tis the least we can do to provide them with the materials they need. Oh, I see an aether thing. I need it. Let's see. How do I get there? I need to probably go up here. This. Bam, got it. Alright, fine. Into the water we go. Here you are, a sack of the purest giant skull. We've always set some aside for our chemist friends. Alright. When you deliver it, let the good folk of the great work know that we are grateful for their efforts. If they need more, they need not ask. Or they just need to ask. Okay, cool. Oh, it's a level 90. Ooh, I don't know what that is. Okay. So, these towers, right? They give off the signal, and monsters come. But the signal looks like it's going straight up into the sky, like to the moon. And my very first Final Fantasy was Final Fantasy VIII, and there was something that happened in 8 that had to deal with the moon that was called a lunar cry, where the moon just got a big bubble and it became full of monsters and just came down onto the planet, and Squall and company had to save the day, of course. And I'm kind of curious if something like that is fixing to happen. You know? Like something's happening on the moon, we know. We just don't know what. And there's monsters, so there's gotta be something that's happening. Whee! Oh, welcome back. Dara, I hope you have the ore. Yes, I have the ore. Oh my, such fine specimens. Thank you so much for bringing these. We now have everything we need to make our next prototype, one that should be capable of passing our most rigorous test. When it is ready, it will be time for the true test. So please, take your ease while you can. Okay. I'm gonna chill.
I see our taskmasters have allowed you a moment's respite as well.
Well, hi, Thancred.
You have to hand it to these alchemists. They are determined to see this endeavor of theirs succeed.
Yes, they are.
I've never been one for blind optimism, but I sincerely get the sense they're close to a breakthrough.
They had better be, or all this effort was for naught.
Poor Estinian. Did they poke and prod you?
The peoples of Eorzea, of the Far East, of Thavner, children of this star united in common cause against a dire threat. Yet ere they succumbed to suicidal madness, were not the Telophoroi born of her body as were we? They who cling to life and the promise of the morrow's dawn, against they who desire death and an ending of their own orchestration. The victors of this war alone will hold the right to answer the question of existence, of its meaning, and its worth.
Poetic and ominous to a fault. That said, if it's an existential debate in nature, then our arguments might not be as persuasive as you'd think. Fandaniel wants to die and take everyone with him in an orgy of pain and suffering. An utterly vile and unforgivable idea.
Yes.
And yet, when spat upon by fate and wailing in the deepest pit of despair, who among us can say they have not entertained similar thoughts? There are nights black as pitch, bereft of hope, and no words of comfort can reach you. And it's all you can do to grit your teeth and choke back the bile.
The more you see and suffer life's injustices, the more difficult they become to bear. Vengeance is nurtured in similar soil. Though your anger has a broader focus, the sentiment is much the same. A fervent desire to destroy others, to see them drown in torment, as you have.
Yeah.
That about sums it up. The will to endure is not always as strong as the urge to burn it all down and salt the earth. Survival be damned. It's a struggle, often close and brutal.
Indeed. Well, I, for one, shall pray survival proveth more appealing in the end.
Me too.
As will I. Besides, our chances are much improved when we've the company of others committed to the cause of life. Our vengeful dragoon here is proof of that.
Did you have to say vengeful? He's like, yeah. Oh, there you are, you little twerp. Just bound over. Dragoon leap. Skewer him. Where'd he go?
What is it? What did you see?
A little shit, that's what I saw.
Fandaniel, are you sure? If he knows we've been working on a countermeasure.
Oh, he knows.
It holds. The vessel holds! This is the one!
It sounds like we found a talisman that works.
At long last!
Oh boy.
Look! We have finally created a talisman strong enough to withstand our experiments.
Have you?
We've named it a warding scale for the time being. With this in your possession, your soul should be completely shielded from corruptive ether.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 gems. There's something in the middle. I bet this stands for something. I bet it's... Huh.
Afforded such protection, any one of us may approach the towers without fear. Thou hast mine admiration. 'Tis an invention of historical significance.
I thank you for your kind words. But I would prefer you keep them unsaid until we test the talisman's efficacy in the field.
Yeah, we gotta take out the little lantern, don't we?
It is for the next stage of our plan that we summoned you in the first place. To accompany me to the Tower of Zot.
We're going straight to the tower?
Should the scale prove effective, as I very much hope it will, then you'll have little to do. But should the effect be weaker than anticipated, I must ask that you restrain me, or knock me senseless.
Oh. Let's hope it doesn't come to that.
Either way, we are fortunate to have you with us.
Nidana, are you certain you wish to do this?
If others are to trust our creations, then we must have faith in them first. And as the senior researcher, it falls to me to lead by example.
Yes.
But should I fail to return, then learn what you can from this attempt and apply it to the next. Our work must continue. Is that clear?
It's kind of sad.
We'll keep an eye on the place while you're away. Assuming Fandaniel is lurking about, there's no telling what mischief he has in mind for us.
Right.
Be on your guard.
Oh, I will.
Shall we be on our way? I'll have one of the soldiers at the hatchery prepare us a boat, and we can set out from the northern shore. I'll see you there.
Let's hope it works. Alright. So we've got to go over here. Alright. Well, I wonder what old Fandaniel's up to. Wonder what Xenos is up to now. haven't really seen anything of Garlemald. Well, this looks to be the place. This is rather finer boat than I had expected, but I won't complain. All that remains is to board and be on our way. Oh, and if I should become corrupted, do not stay your hand. Of course, I pray it does not come to that, but you must protect yourself. Other alchemists can fulfill my role, but you and your blessing are one of a kind, and perhaps our only hope for toppling this tower. For all our sakes, do not hesitate to do what must be done, whatever that may be. Well, the longer I draw this out, the more nervous I become. Let's be off. Yes, let's be off.
We should soon cross the threshold of the tower's influence.
Oh?
Any moment now. It's working!
Good.
And you are still yourself? Then I'd like to see how it fares closer to the tower if we could.
Okay. She's gonna want to research it, isn't she? We're not going in. Are we? There's monsters in there.
So far, so good. The scale's protection appears to be holding. If we can just make it to the tower's entrance.
This seems to be going too well.
A few more steps. Praise be to the sisters, we made it! And the scale has proven itself to be everything we hoped it would be. Now we can focus on production. Once we've equipped and returned with an entire survey team,
if the hand
will soon give
comes out and grabs her, I'm gonna freak out.
What?
Oh, it was chains. It wasn't a hand. Oh god. Oh no. Jeez, dude. I saw that coming a mile away. The entrance was dark. You couldn't see in it. She turned her back. That's what happens. Ugh. What is this place? Oh, they've got elephant heads. Oh no. Well, break her free.
Oh, let me go! Oh, let me go! Oh!
Oh, do calm down. You'll only hurt yourself thrashing about like that.
You... Alright, let's skewer him.
Stop! Oh, you can't do this! Please!
You better not. Did she do that on purpose? Did she drop the talisman on purpose?
A little late for heroics, I'm afraid. Hmm? The similarities are striking.
Kind of looks like Hydaelyn. Like in the cave drawings from the first.
My! Such hostility! Never before has my artistry so displeased.
I'm gonna kill you.
My patrons of old would have positively squealed in delight, though, between you and me, I find gushing praise exhausting.
The patrons of old? What are you talking about?
Allow me to tell you a story. Surely you've yet to hear the one about Fandaniel, the sundered Ascian.
Sundered.
I inherited the position and the soul of the Fandaniel who sat on the convocation in the time of the final days, theoretically speaking.
Okay.
Practically speaking, that fact is of no consequence. I was born and lived as, well, me.
What?
Eventually, I was recruited into the Ascians and imbued with the former Fandaniel's knowledge and memories, but I never felt that they were truly a part of who I am.
Okay.
How to explain? Perhaps if I told you who I was before my Ascian embrace, although that chapter too is a past I've long since discarded. I have it on good authority you've poked your nose into an Allagan ruin or two. Yes?
Maybe.
Then I expect you've heard of me. The old me.
You're an Allagan?
At your service.
Alma. What?
Imagine a nation of unbridled prosperity. Every need met, day after day of unbroken, unshakable peace. Existence fulfilled and ripe for decay.
You are a genius without peer, Amon. However do you conceive of such delightful experiments? That fool was beside himself with panic when he awoke with the head of a bull. Even his cries for help emerged as so much guttural lowing.
Oh no, they're putting beast heads on human. Oh gosh, what is this?
Oh, the memory of it. My poor sides. My friends and I were so consumed by laughter we struggled to breathe.
No more than entertainment for bored wastrels ignorant of its worth. My all-consuming work. But it was not their only indulgence. For they were ever hungry for stimulation. Slaves to the slightest hint that amusement was afoot. Our nation was ailing, but I would see the poison purged. I resurrected a legend, our first and greatest emperor. And just as I had planned, he set our wayward empire back on the path of conquest. An inexhaustible ambition carried us onwards. Always onwards. Yet, he who delivered to us such glory was not to be satisfied.
Heed me, Armon. No matter how vast one's empire, or full one's treasure vault, all is rendered meaningless by death.
Huh.
In the end, all is lost.
You know as well as I that the Emperor stands to lose this war, and so I have come to claim you.
Emmett. His mask is... Huh. You know as well as I that the Emperor stands to lose this war, and so I have come to claim you.
For while your methods leave something to be desired, we cannot deny the results of your work. And as fortune would have it, the seat of Fandaniel, your rightful seat, lies vacant and waiting. Take your place amongst your peers, rather than die a pointless death amidst the ashes of your doomed nation. Send one of your clones to the Crystal Tower that you might see for yourself. See what lies ahead.
The fall of the Empire affirmed the truth. Majestic and tragic, as the Emperor foresaw. Scheme as you like, build as you will, nothing endures. What is life but a brief jaunt ending in emptiness?
Where'd he go?
So easily distracted. Why, I almost left without saying farewell.
You.
As for your friend, you needn't worry. These pawns are far more useful to me alive as fuel for the primates.
Can we, like, yank her out?
If you attempt to pull them free, they will die. So, enjoy tackling that conundrum with your comrades.
How about you come down here and I'll tackle you and stab you?
We shall meet again! Not in one of these minor spires, oh no, but somewhere more suitably grandiose. Your favorite playmate is ever so eager to see.
My favorite playmate? Is that Xenos? Is he talking about Xenos? Oh no. I don't think I'm ready to face him yet. He's gotten a bit more powerful. Jeez. Oh, you returned, but where is Mistress Netta? Yeah, she got sucked in the tower, dude. Just when we had succeeded in making the talisman. I must report this at once. Meanwhile, please return to the great work. That sucks. Something's gone wrong, has it? What happened? Oh, you're not going to believe this. So it was Fandaniel after all. Damn that bastard. I'm sure you wanted to do more, but you were right to return here first. We must tread warily, lest we endanger Nidian and the other captives. Yeah, how are we going to get them out of that tower? Thancred is wearing a grim expression. First, we must inform everyone of the situation. I'll call them all together for a gathering, but I think it would be best if you were the one to explain. Yeah, I guess so. Can you answer me this? Though Nidhana is trapped in the tower, she's still alive, yes? Then we must make warding skills, as many as we can. The prototype works perfectly. This, Nidhana proved at peril to herself. So let us make more skills, that she and all those who were taken might be saved. Aye, as alchemists, this is how we will help win the fight. My friends, the satrap has been made aware of the tragedy. He offers his heartfelt condolences and reiterates his pledge to provide you with all that you require. To that end, he bade me give you this link pearl, that he might personally discuss the production of the warding skills. And for our Eorzean visitors, I bear an invitation. In her report, Mistress Nidhana noted your vital contributions to the talisman's creation. This fact came to the satrap's attention, and in recognition of your deeds, he wishes to meet you. Ooh. In addition to thanking you in person, he would discuss further avenues of collaboration. And so, if it is agreeable, will you not accompany me to Razahan for an audience with His Excellency? We should be honored, of course. Closer cooperation between our lands can only be to the benefit of all. Then it is settled. Please come to the gates east of the Giant Skull grounds, and I will show you into the city. So I've got to go there. Okay. No, not that one. Oh boy, here we go. Gonna meet the Excellency. When last I visited, the city was brimming with life. I expected the tower has dampened the mood somewhat. All present, then let us proceed. Owing to the threat of the tower, the city is currently in a state of high alert. Though you have been granted special permission, I ask you remain close. Okay.
A vast rock squats upon Thavnair, and to its stony surface clings the city of Radz at Han. Ye who enter here are subject to the scrutiny of gods, the gate's most watchful eye. The orb which beholdeth the truth of all things. Pass beneath its hot and piercing gaze, bearing down like a second midday sun. The fragrant haze, a mixture of sweet incense and acrid smoke. The cries of merchants mingled here with lively melodies accented by dancers' feet. Travelers seduced by vivid sound and colors were once swallowed up by patchwork streets.
Wow, it's really pretty.
But no such scenes to savor now. To what somber present does that divine eye bear witness?
Here we are. Megaduta.
Megaduta?
It seems a shame to bring you here directly. Under normal circumstances, it would have been my pleasure to show you the sights.
And it would have been our pleasure to see them. Alas, it seems our tour of the city will have to wait.
I'm afraid so. Come, we should head inside. Your Excellency, may I present our honored visitors?
Ah, splendid. Most splendid.
Huh.
Allow me to introduce myself. I am Ahawan, Satrap of Radz at Han. Our alchemists tell me your assistance was invaluable in the creation of the warding scale. Such deeds ought to be recognized in person. Thus did I have young Varshan convey you here forthwith. On behalf of my people, may I express to you our sincere gratitude.
She was taken. Not everything went to plan. Yeah, not everything went to plan, dude.
I assume you speak of Nidana. A regrettable incident indeed. Her colleagues insist that we honor her wishes and trust in the talisman, that it will be instrumental in saving Nidana and the others. I am eager to hear your opinion on the matter, so let us not stand on ceremony. Come, sit.
Wow. It's very grand.
I think not.
Oh, Estinian, what? I think not.
This charade has gone on long enough. Show yourself.
Whoa, Estinian. What's going on, dude?
Forgive me, but were you expecting musicians, perhaps? There are no performers waiting in the wings at present, but arrangements could be made if you'd prefer.
There's not going to be a dragon behind those drapes, is there?
Nay. He hath the right of it. The
I
time
called
for
it.
artifice is past. Raise the curtain.
There's nothing to see behind the curtains. Yeah, oh my gosh, yeah, I was like, why is it so big, you know?
As you wish.
Oh, there's the dragon. How else are they going to get those scales, you know? He's not going to be in some prison.
You travel as assistants to the students of Valdesian, but you are known to me.
Oh, wow.
Even here have we heard of the scions of the Seventh Dawn. I am Vritra, and for years uncounted hath this isle served as mine abode.
Wow, Vitra. You were in the trailer with the Estinian. Kind of looked like Hreisvelger with the wings, but he had... Are there wings on his back as well? Huh.
Vritra, of the first brood,
Yeah.
sibling to Hreisvelger and Nidhogg.
Wow. Yeah, we had to kill one of them. I'm sorry, dude. Did you not hear the dragon song?
I, mine elder brothers, of Midgard Sorma's spawn, I was last to hatch.
Oh, you're the little one.
Well, isn't this a surprise? We were told Radzat Khan had an alliance with the dragon. Not that a great worm sat in the satrap's own hall.
A necessary subterfuge, as the true tale of our nation history illustrates most effectively. In the beginning, the rock upon which our city is built was home to Vitra, and Vitra alone. In time, the ancestors of the Matanga came to the island and established a foothold. But never did they dare disturb the worm's lair.
Good. If dragons were real, I wouldn't be disturbing their lairs either.
Next to arrive were the Aura. Adopting the example of their Akasodra allies, they too treated Vitra with reverence and respect. And for many years, an understanding between our forefathers and the Great Worm endured. Until marauding heroes from the mainland came, threatening to shatter our peace and tranquility.
Uh-oh.
When it seemed all would be drowned in blood, Vitra himself came forth and quelled the rising conflict. A peaceful accord was reached, and oaths sworn in Vitra's name. Thus began the dragon's governance of the fledgling state, which was to grow into Radzat Khan.
This song in the background reminds me of Heaven's Word.
But if Vritra is still here, then your position as satrap is just
Yes. Just a mask.
A charade. Yes. And one which my family has performed faithfully for generations.
Many envy the great worms their power. Were it known that I ruled here, then the fires of war would burn without end. I would not be the flame which consumeth my people. Those few who join me in laying our country's foundations were, perforce, sworn to secrecy.
Your eye. It was taken.
Uh-oh, not this again.
"'Tis here, buried within the semblance of flesh.
What?
The body before thee is but a simulacrum, constructed by the finest artisans of Razatan. With mine eye nestled within, it doth serve as an inconspicuous vessel for my will."
So, he's just like a robot with Vitra's eyes, so Vitra can see his country? Right?
That would explain why I felt the presence of a dragon upon our first meeting.
I am woven with words fashioned to deceive such arcane senses.
Not Estinians. He's special.
Though 'twas short-lived, it seemeth thy fusion with my brother hath left thee much altered, Estinian warmblood.
Don't be vengeful, please.
From the very first, we sensed the nature of one another, yet did neither one of us bare his fangs.
True.
That is all I need know of thee for now.
Okay.
With my secret thus revealed, I have for you a proposal. Not as a worm of the first brood, but as the ruler of Radz at Han.
So, Midgar Sommer isn't just gonna like pop up like he used to in Heavensward and like talk to his son? That would have been kind of cool.
With all haste must we take in hand the finished talismans and breach this foul spire. Thence, should it lay within our power, dispel its wicked influence. Yet even with the assurance of the warding scales, the narrow confines of the tower doth limit the size of our force.
And thus denied strength in numbers, thou must choose thy soldiers with care.
Just so. Yet though our radiant host is formidable, I see a surer path before me. Thou and thy comrades have contended with a multitude of primal beings. Most recently, thou didst cast down false gods in Pagalthan and Cartanau, I am told.
You were told correctly.
'Tis upon that strength I would call. The Scions have proven themselves the most capable, and I ask that you serve as the tip of our spear. Talismans would, of course, be provided for each of thy companions. And should you agree to this undertaking, more will be provided to make use of as you see fit.
There's no denying it's a dangerous proposition, but the rewards may far outweigh the risk. Just think of what we might accomplish if we could equip all our allies with warding scales.
True.
I worry, however, that even the 4 of us may be too few for what you have in mind. Might we regroup with our friends first to discuss the matter?
'Tis no trifling task that I have laid before you. Go. Steel your hearts and hone your plans. Such time as you require shall be spent in crafting your protective charms.
It seems a quick trip back to Sharlayan is in order.
Yup. Seems so. Where are you going, bro?
Wilt thou not lend thine aid?
Why don't you like him? Why do you not like Vitra?
Whether your request be made as a great worm or the ruler of Radz-at-Han, I see no reason to refuse.
Good.
Nor will I.
Good.
I am in thy debt.
He sounds so old. He sounds older than Hraesvelgr. Or weak. Maybe because he was the last to hatch. Maybe he's weaker? I'm not sure. He just seems tired and older. That meeting took a rather unexpected turn, but we now have a clear objective ahead of us. Let us rejoin our comrades in Sharlayan and muster a suitable crew for our foray into the Tower of Zot. Oh, and if you haven't already done so, be sure to attune to the Aetheryte here before departing, unless of course you enjoy violent nausea. I don't. I don't. Yeah. So, did I not go here? I guess I didn't. Oh, and I can't go in there. Radiant Guardsman, my apologies. Cannot let you proceed. Okay. Whatever. Alright, so let's go to Old Sharlayan. Oh, it's snowing. Huh. I didn't think it would snow in Sharlayan. I thought it was too, like, Mediterranean. How nice. Okay. Well, that is cool. We ran across a dragon. And I knew we would at some point because of the trailer. And it wasn't the female dragon that we helped, you know, become unshackled. I forget her name. Nidhogg's girlfriend, basically. I knew it wasn't her because it didn't look like her in the trailer. Vitra. Well, that's cool. Well, I always enjoy dragons in games like this. That was really cool. That's so funny that I called it because, I mean, it was just like drapes along the wall and it reminded me of The Wizard of Oz, you know, that kind of last scene where it's like, oh no, there's nothing behind there's nothing behind here. That's what it reminded me of because it was like green and everything. So yeah, it reminded me of The Wizard of Oz and I just had this thought. I'm like, would there be something behind there? And then Estinian started acting strange and I was like, well, this is either a trap or they're hiding something behind these rugs, it looked like, you know? That was really cool. We haven't seen Xenos yet, so I'm really curious as to what he's up to. I'm glad we saw Fandaniel and a little bit of his backstory. A little bit, you know. So he is a Sundered Ascian. Okay. I'm still, like... I still have questions about that. But okay. I'm glad they brought Emmett Selk, voice actor, at least back. Because I really do enjoy his narration of everything. And it just kind of, you know, it puts your mind that, you know, this is the source. There's 13 fractures. And, you know, there was something before all this, and that was his home, and the Ascian's home, and not that I'm hoping that Emmett Selk's plan actually comes to bear, but, there was a time there that I was kind of like, yeah, I see his point. You know, I see his point to make everything whole again. As far as Hydaelyn and Zodiark goes, I don't know. Right now, I think they both have to, they both gotta go. They both gotta go. I mean, I've been fighting primals since ARR, you know? With Ifrit and all of them, and it's like it's been training me, you know, fight the primals, kill the primals, fight the primals, kill the primals, and it's like, yeah, the last ones are gonna be these huge, like, very first primals ever, but it's a primal. It's crazy. I still haven't done a dungeon. It's late, and I gotta go to bed because I work in the morning. I wish I could just continue this on through, you know, the night, but I can't. So hopefully, I'll be able to continue tomorrow. I hope. So, yeah. Hopefully tomorrow I'll be able to record some more, but this was really cool. I really enjoyed the Dragoon stuff, obviously. Estinian is probably my #1 favorite, and I really like the love that's been put into his character development, you know. I never thought I would see him, you know, freak out over, you know, people grabbing onto him and being like, oh, you have worm's blood, you have, you know, we want to get this blood, and, you know, you know, for science. That was funny. Yeah, I really liked this quest line with Thancred and Estinian and Urianger, and coming back, and hopefully I'll continue it tomorrow. That's my plan. So, I have got to call it a night because I'm about to just go to sleep here at my desk. So, I will see everyone soon. I'm really hoping tomorrow, but we'll see. Good night, everybody.